Hey there, web slingers, and welcome to Screen Rant. I'm Greg Elliott, and today we're going to be talking about the big villain in Spider-Man Far From Home. And no, I don't mean the Elementals. Suffice it to say there are going to be some heavy spoilers in this video, so please cover your eyes and ears if you don't want the surprise ruined. So long story short, and this shouldn't have come as a surprise to any fans from the comics, Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio is the real villain from Far From Home. Turns out he's not only a former Stark employee, but he's actually the one who created binarily augmented retroframing, or BARF, that we saw in Captain America Civil War. And he's not too pleased that Tony turned it into a vanity project, or about the name he gave it for that matter, so he's pissed. And he recruits a few other disillusioned employees to join him, including this poor guy from the very first Iron Man. So Mysterio is really sick of that elevated status that Tony enjoyed in Life and Death, and wants to make himself the hero, not unlike Syndrome from The Incredibles. So he fakes everything, the Elementals, the multiverse story. It's all this huge con designed to set himself up to be the hero. He manipulates Peter to get Edith a piece of tech that Tony left him so he can control all Stark technology in order to pull off this big scheme, an elemental attack on London, which he'll conveniently save the city from, making him the hero, and probably killing Nick Fury, Peter, and his friends in the process. Well, Peter manages to swing in and save the day. Do you expect any different? But it turns out Mysterio still had an ace up his sleeve. After suffering a mortal injury, Mysterio records a video in which he not only frames Peter for the attack, but also reveals Peter's identity. He then sends it off to the DailyBugle.net where it's broadcast to the world, so even in death, Mysterio still manages to win. So when it comes down to it, Mysterio is simply another guy spurned by Stark and the Avengers. He resented their hero status, and he wanted revenge for his perceived mistreatment. He knew that people will believe anything that's big and interesting enough, and as he says in the film, it's easy to fool people when they're already fooling themselves. I can't wait to see how Peter deals with the events from Far From Home, and you know that we'll keep you updated here at Screen Rant. So until then, I'm Greg Elliott, and I'll see you next time.